So it's not every day I get to say this, but Warner Brothers and DC have knocked it out of the park. And with that, I'm welcoming to another episode of The Road Mentor. My goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So Shazam, this is the newest movie by DC and Warner Brothers here, starring Zachary Levi, who's primarily known for TV. This is his first kind of big break in as far as feature films is concerned. And let me just say it's off the top, and I was super surprised about how much I enjoyed this movie. I loved this movie, and they hit a home run here. Kudos to them. This is a movie which I can probably say is probably my favorite DC Universe movie, or DCU, whatever they're calling it now. It's without a doubt the best of the bunch. Now, there's so much to like about this flick, man, but let me first kind of give you an idea of what the movie is about for you guys that don't know. I mean, yes, it's a superhero film. Another one, of course, we got 1,000 of these, but this is one where DC has normally struggled with over the last couple of years, and I think they kind of finally solved that formula as far as giving us something much lighter in tone and fun and carefree like they did with Aquaman, which I liked. It wasn't great, but it was good. And to see him continue that success, I mean, I couldn't be happier, because I think we all win when DC and Marvel are giving us good stuff every single time out. So what we have here is this young kid. He's 14 years old, Billy Batson. He's a foster child. He's pretty much bounced around from home to home, or more so he runs away from every home he gets placed into, as he's desperately searching for his mother, who they got separated as a young kid, and he's trying to find his way back to her. One day he gets transported into this mysterious cave lair, whatever you want to call it, comes face to face with a wizard who bestows him these magical powers. Every time he says the name Shazam, he turns into a superhero. He obviously is 14 years old, but he looks like an adult, and he's pretty much has unlimited abilities. Now, this concept is great because what this movie does really well with that concept is it really explores the idea of what it is to be a kid, learning these abilities and what you can do with them. And we all, it's so relatable because we're all at that age, and we're all 14 years old, big comic book fans. We all wish we had some kind of power, flight, super speed, or whatever the case is. And what would we do if we actually had that kind of ability? And this movie explores that and gives it to us. And they do it in such a fun way. And there's two reasons why, main reasons why. One is Zachary Levi, who is perfectly cast here. He's great. He brings this youthful energy to the film, which is this one wouldn't work without his performance. I think he was tailor-made for this kind of movie. He's charming, extremely likable, really plays in the sensibilities of being a young kid and learning, how to balance learning his abilities and becoming a superhero. That's not an easy thing to deal with at that age, and those emotions that come with it, with the fear and et cetera, et cetera. And it's such a great job with that. And David Sandberg, who directs the film, and this is his third major release. And he's primarily known for horror. He gave us Lights Out and Annabelle Creation, both movies I really liked in that genre. So it's good to see him go completely on the other end of the spectrum and giving us a light-hearted family comic book movie. And what Sandberg does so well is he strikes a perfect tone here with the comedy and some of the heartfelt moments. Because this movie, at the end of the day, at its core, it's about family. And it really drives that home. That's such a good job, wearing that emotion on his sleeve for the most part, as Billy Batson's not only adapting to who he's becoming, what he is, what he can do, but learning to embrace this new the concept of family, which he's never been exposed to in the past. And again, that tone he strikes, because there are moments here it gets pretty dark, and it's not a kids movie by any stretch of the imagination. This is a kid-friendly movie. Adults are gonna like it, the kids, the families, etc., etc. It's for everybody, and that's a good thing. It's not just for kids, and that vibe maybe kind of what it was leading to off the trailers, and it's not like that at all. This is a great, enjoyable film, absolutely charming from beginning to end. It's hard not to sit there and smile. I was laughing out loud at a lot of the scenes. The action is pretty cool. The CGI is a little off at times, of minor complaints. And yes, in terms of the superhero genre, it doesn't give us anything new in terms of the narrative, the storytelling. We've seen this kind of origin story told before, but just not with such as youthful energy, this enthusiasm that this movie gives you. And it's just a blast. Mark Strong's the villain. He's really good in it. He is one-tone villain, but that's fine. What he gives us is really good. We got a Grazer, a young kid named Grazer, who's playing a character named Freddy, who's the first foster brother that he kind of befriends and connects with, who helps him kind of develop these powers. And they have this great banter going back and forth, a great relationship, and they really build upon that. But ultimately, again, this movie is just so much fun. It's incredibly entertaining. You may agree, not agree, it's the best DC movie that we've seen in the last, since The Man of Steel. I think it is, but without a doubt, it's unquestionably the most entertaining DC movie we've had in a long time. This is, I mean, I absolutely love this movie. I hope this movie does really well. I cannot encourage you guys to go see this movie more. It's my favorite film of the year thus far. I know it's early, but thus far it's the best movie I've seen this year. And I just finished watching Captain Marvel a couple of days ago. And this is a far superior film because it does something with the main character that Captain Marvel didn't do. It gives us an emotional attachment to the main character, Shazam, which is what Marvel didn't do with theirs. At the end of the day, absolutely, definitely go watch it. It's fantastic. It's great. I love it. I hope you guys do too. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed my need to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.